Today, I'm going to be exploring my old Minecraft kart worlds in Minecraft that I made when I was a little kid. When I was younger, I loved Mario Kart. Like, I grew up on Mario Kart Wii, and I played most of the games from there on out. So I had the great idea of building my own tracks in Minecraft. Because in Minecraft, you can build whatever the hell you want. We'll be taking a look at my original world, and then the sequel that I ended up making, where I even remade some of the old ones. And we'll be comparing and contrasting them to see which one's better. It's probably going to be the second one. The differences in these tracks will shock you. So let's cut the bullshit and take a look at the first world, Minecraft Kart.
What's up, dudes? It's
Alright, starting up here in the world, we have 5 tracks that we're going to be taking a look at here. In the Dirt Cup, we have Minecraft Circuit, Creeper Cave, Rooftop Waterways, and Crocodile Cove. All heavy hitters. And then in the Poppy Cup, we have a staggering 1 track, that being Alex's Garden. So we're going to start off here with Minecraft Circuit. So this one is your typical beginning racetrack, you know. You gotta have them. They teach you the fundamentals. So these old ones were pretty boring. I mean, they look like crap. These were probably made back in 2017, 2018. We got our fence railways and concrete. I know for a fact that these were made when concrete first came out. I think. So I don't know for a fact then. So let's just take a little run through Minecraft Circuit. So it's got some big dirt blocks, just some little jumps. But here, when there's blue, blue means glide time, baby. Inspired by the gliding feature from Mario Kart. Oh, what was that sound? Oh my god. That sounded demonic. But yeah, little obstacles, gotta go through the dirt blocks in between them, weave in and out. And you go through underneath the tunnel, and then you're already at the end. 3 laps and you're done. This one's pretty basic. It's a little figure 8. Like a figure 8 circuit, the best track from the DS. I mean, it's pretty boring. It's the first track. What do you expect? This one didn't end up getting remade. It got more of like a, I don't know, like, it just got completely like redone. I mean, it's loosely inspired, but we'll take a look at that in a moment. Next track is Creeper Cave.
Creeper.
On the outside here, it looks ugly as hell. You're probably really confused looking at it, but once we go inside, it's like a whole different thing. Here we got Creeper Cavern. This looks nothing like a real cave. But I mean, looking through here, we got a little waterfall section. The minecart was supposed to go along the top rails, but I don't know where that went. Probably from getting world transfer and all this crap, messing stuff up. Little spawner area right there. Right here, the big, oh, it's not even that big, it's pretty small, but the open chasm. It leads to the mine shaft. The mine shaft's pretty basic, it just loops around. See, the thing that we'll be learning about these beginning ones is that they're kind of boring. But your socks will be knocked off once we look at the remake for this one. The remake for this one is really good. Like, it looks like you're just inside of a normal cave. The big lava pit right here. So, yeah, the idea is the blue section's up here, so that's glide time, baby. Then you glide through the little loop right here. Go around once. I think younger me didn't know you weren't supposed to put wood next to lava. Who would have thunk? Cross the obsidian. Past the real creepers, not fake. Then you're at the end right there. These aren't really worth showing off, but you need to see them to get the context for the remakes. This one, I think this one's supposed to be that rooftop waterway one, but I mean, this doesn't go up on the roof. This is like a temple. We're looking on the outside here, so it's a big, giant block temple made with stone and stone bricks for some reason. It's kind of a weird combo, doesn't really fit. But you go through the dark forest, across the waterfall section right here that's really ugly. Go inside the temple, which is even uglier. Oh my god, what happened to this thing? What was I going for? You go outside, you cross through here. I mean, logically, if we look at this, you could just jump over this, but that's against the rules, so you can't do that. You can't do that. You go through the tree trunk, loop around. There's a, this is a really daring shortcut right here. You have to go through the soul sand. You definitely can't just jump over it or walk on the edge and not get the effects. Yeah, there's the temple track. Pretty boring, I know. Crocodile Cove. Now this one, I know when I was younger I was really proud of this. Like, look at this, it looks like a real crocodile. I don't know what younger me was expecting on this one, because this isn't a boat one, but it's filled with water. So you're literally just supposed to swim, and I guess try to use the lily pads to your advantage, which makes this one like really slow. But you go through the little sewer area. Just a little loop right here. You pick which side you go on, they're both the exact same. And then you go inside of the crocodile's mouth, and you swim through its intestines. I mean, compare this to the real anatomy of a crocodile, I don't think it's close. I mean, we just went through the big intestine, that's about the closest. And then, where all food comes out, the tail. I know I don't sound super excited for these, but it's because like they're boring compared to the remakes. You have to see this, like just to get an idea of how far I've come. And finally, we have Alex's Garden. This one's weird, because I don't really know what I'm going for, like brick and birch. And you go through the hedges or whatever, but you climb up here. This one is really small compared to the remake that I tried to do. This one is not even done yet because it's so big. I mean, not yet, because I'm probably not going to end up finishing it. But you just fly off here. There's a weird fountain right here that doesn't really fit in. And you just loop around, go through the little house. Keep in mind, the house in Alex's Garden was really little. We'll need that information for later. And that's Alex's Garden. Over here, it looks to be, this is an unfinished one. This might have been a temple one, by the looks of it, like a jungle or something, but this wasn't finished. It has a weird layout. And this one did not get remade. I completely forgot about that. But yeah, that's about it for the original Minecraft cart, which, okay, if this is how low the expectations are going to be, like your mind is going to explode. Pink brain matter is going to be frothing out of your ears. Okay, you know it means business when you load into a lobby. So I definitely plan on doing a ton of these because this is only series 1 of the races. You can already see a giant thing in the background looming over in the distance. But the idea with this lobby is each cup was separated, so here we got the dirt cup. And then there's little remakes of each track, like just to give a little idea of what's going on. For the dirt cup, we got Minecraft Circuit 2, Frantic Farms, TNT Factory, and the breadwinner of this entire world, Waterfall Way, which may or may not be that giant one over there. But here, the Retro Cup, I don't know what's really retro about this, because this right here is the remakes of those old ones, which were probably made like, oh my god, like 6 years before. Oh my gosh. That's the scariest part about looking at these worlds, is realizing how old that original was. But we got our Creeper Cavern, Alex's Garden, which the big unfinished sign, and you'll see why in a moment. Temple Trouble, and everyone's favorite Crocodile Cove. But not only that, we have the Poppy Cup, we have Reef Raceway, which is also unfinished, Steve Bridge, Mole Minery, Midnight Mall, which is also unfinished. And there was supposed to be a 4th cup, Gold Cup, but this one never got started. It had plans for Red Woods, Pyramid Pass, Soul Fortress, and the Great Goat Mountain, which I remember that one was going to be ambitious, but that one never got started. So first we're going to look at the remakes, and then we'll move on to the completely brand new ones, you know, since we have the original world fresh in the mind. Minecraft Circuit 2. Already you can sort of see a resemblance. So we got our start line and then a little bit of loops. But floating up above here, look at this. A lot more detail than the original one. Holy moly. If we take an overhead shot up here, this one is also like relatively in the shape of an 8, just like the original. But wow, the details on this one. So the idea with this one is like, I think there was some sort of description about the track that was like the original Minecraft Circuit got a sewer built over it or something. I don't really know, I don't really care. All that matters is that this looks pretty good. The idea for this one was supposed to be like your first night of Minecraft or whatever. So in between the track here, you can see a house. And like this typically would look like a house that maybe you would first build when you play the game. And like a little detail he's making stuff right there. Armor stands, like, they really helped out on this one because there's a bunch of mobs everywhere. It still has the same idea of like weaving in and out of stuff. Skeletons. And look, even the climbing up. And we still got the glides, but it's not blue concrete this time, it's diamond, baby. Yeah, so this is like completely like connected. Sewer. Sewer goes through. And this time there's not only one way to go. There's like at least 4 ways to go. You can go left, you can go right, you can go through the tunnel over here. You can go on top of the tunnel, or if you're feeling quite risque, you can go through the secret grass patch and try to make these jumps right here, which I just already failed. Damn, did the Tower of Heck not teach me anything? A little watchtower here. There's a fountain in the middle that kind of looks like shit. Then the sewer again. The sewage spilling out. Dabbing Minecraft Steve up there. It's awesome. Little parkour section here. There's actually a shortcut. I forgot about that. You can go through this pipe right here. You can come out this side here. And it makes it a lot easier. Then there's a tiny little loop. You jump into the little salmon pond. You go around. You're back in this tunnel. And there's the end right there. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a weird like highway or maybe like an abandoned sewage tunnel or something, but it's supposed to be blood and scary eyes. This might have been made in 2020, 2021. Like this was the first one that I made, and then I took like a pretty long break from it. There's also a shortcut here, only the OGs will know. Instead of jumping in the water, you can just drop down this little rock. And look at that. That is a time saver right there. Speedrunners take notes. Like all these tiny little details, like I did not have to put these, but I mean they sort of tell a little story, like first night or whatever. Like this house probably got destroyed by this creeper, and this guy is either freaking out or hitting a little jig. Yeah, but just a ton of details, and like compared to the very first one, like wow, I improved. I mean, I still think that this one like kind of looks like crap a little bit, but taking a look at the worlds that we're going to show later, like massive improvement. Loading up in the creeper cavern. Remember how I said that the second one is going to look like a real cave? Wow. Compare this to the first one. Side by side. I want it right now. This one looks so good compared to the original. And it's so much more interconnected and everything. Let's just go through here a little bit. So remember that little water section at the beginning with the stones? Look at this now. It's so much more natural. And instead of just walls everywhere, there's like little crevices to make it look almost like it's like you're in a big cave and it goes into multiple tunnels. This section with the minecart, there usually is one going, but that one probably also glitched out. Yeah, like just also a ton of details. Like the little dungeon, I compare that to the first one. That open chasm, look at it now. There's miners here. Leave a like if you love miners. If you love mining. The mine shaft got changed with a bunch of webs they have to weave around instead of just the really boring square. And then this, like the original, like it just cut back into there, but look, we have a geode here with crystals and a lava pit. I remember this actually went in and out like with pistons, but I think it got messed up. Oh, I forgot to show on the original one, there is a shortcut where you turn here and you can like jump on top of stuff. Like this one also got brought back here. You can jump on these pillars. But go over the lava bridge. More chasm details. Right here, this wasn't in the original. There's roots, and you can see a forest right above. Let's take a look on, or no, we'll wait a sec to show the outside. The gliding section's back instead of just the one area. You can, it's a fork in the middle. You can pick which way to go. Same idea. You loop around in a big lava area, even bigger than last time. See, the thing about these remake tracks is they're bigger and better, lots more detail. I don't know how I did it. It's the same with the old worlds I showed last time. It's like I don't know how I had the dedication to do this. I had too much time on my hands, and I'll probably never make something like this again. Taking a look at the outside of this, much different. The other one was so blocky, and this one, like you can see like the attempted terraforming. Where all these black concrete blocks are, like that's the ends of the fake tunnels. Like trying to make it look as natural as possible. But yeah, like look at this right here, like this chasm, like it looks like you can like drop down and come in here. Like I did not need to do that, but I did it to make it look more natural. Yeah, this one is probably like my personal favorite track, like just like how good it looks. I'm really proud of this one. And so that's about it with Creeper Cavern. Next we got Alex's Garden. So play some footage of the original, because this one, like it's just, it barely even looks like the original one. Look at that. It's huge and unfinished. And remember that little house? It's a giant freaking hotel now. Jeez, I can probably make a whole video in and of itself on this one. And we got our start line here. Remember the hedges that you go in and out of? Yeah, that's still here. And look, I even added little advertisements. Alex's Flowers. Waterfall Tours. So the idea with these advertisements, I think I remember being inspired by Mario Kart 8, like how the whole world is like interconnected, like details of different tracks and all of them. So like Cavern Crystals, that probably comes from Creeper Cavern. TNT ink, like we'll be looking at the TNT Factory. Goat Mountain Gifts. See, I didn't even end up making this one, and I was still referencing it before it was made. Okay, this was not in the original. It was originally straight, but this one is a little crazy because you have to weave in and out of the flowers. So I ended up using barrier blocks on this here, so it's like you can't go over piles of stuff. So you go through the flowers. It's the same on each side. Yeah, and then you end up getting like to the jungle trees. Like, just look at this detail. Why is there a little swimming pool? There's a little eating area and like little shops inside of the wall. Flowers hanging off the sides, like they have their own thing. It's just, there's so much stuff. I mean, it looks pretty good. Like, just having the view right here, like this looks good, but then you look up, and it's a little bit empty. Like, this is like how far it was supposed to go. Oh yeah, I remember this. Like I said in the last video, looking at my old Minecraft worlds, the Switch render distance was really bad. So you could definitely only see out to like the edge of that tree line there. But look at that, you can see Crocodile Cove from over there, the remake that we're gonna be looking at here in a moment. And so after going through here, going around the jungle trees, I remember what this was supposed to be. This was supposed to be like a big mansion right here, like a big property that never got done. There's a greenhouse here. Like, look at it. We can go inside it. And look at how much detail is in there. Like it's like fully functional. It's like if you were actually racing on this, you'd only see it in the background. So like, what is the point of that? But it's still good though. Climbing up the ladder. There's a different pattern here to make it a little more challenging. And the gliding is the exact same as before. You glide on top of the jungle trees or over them, past them. You can land on that still. You go past here. And the fountains, remember how shitty that looked last time? I still included it just to be faithful to the remake. Aww. Look at this, there's a little flower pond right here, which was not in the original. I did not have to do that, but it looks good. Okay, the hotel. Now, there's so much detail here. So like some of the windows are blacked out, like there's nothing. Like, I don't know, the lights are off or something, but like right here, like I made a little hotel room right here. You cannot access this on the track. I just made it like to make it look good from the outside. Jump over the hedges, and then we come inside the hotel. Dang. I mean, this doesn't look the greatest, but like still. So there's two ways you can pick. You can go here, or you can go up the steps. You can look at each one. Oh, I remember this right here. So there's a big dining, like a big dining room. Whatever. There's a kitchen in here. Like just to see when you run by. But I remember a little detail here. So if you look at the food here, they're all facing like their normal ways. Most of them, except the big detail is the fish, because if you follow to where the fish is pointing at the painting, you can go through it on the shortcut right there. But yeah, and then you come in the lobby, and then you're outside. Go past the big fountain right there, and you're at the end. Now, if we were to go upstairs instead, we would be greeted by an arcade. I believe, yeah, an arcade in here. A pool table. That's not my best work. Yeah, there's another split here. You can either go through here or go in here. So if you were to go through this way, you would jump off the ledge and into the little pool. But if you were to go out this way, jump over the table, one of these balconies up, instead of the pink carpet, it's light blue carpet, which indicates, you guessed it, glide section, baby. That was worth it. But just flying over this one, like, this one was really ambitious, which I'm not really surprised that it didn't end up getting finished. It still kind of looks good, especially compared to the original one. Oh. Now for Temple Trouble, which is supposed to be that like rooftop waterway or whatever, the temple one from the original one. This one is probably my actual personal favorite. We have a bit of change of scenery here. It's nighttime now, but we're in a dark oak forest. And wow, like, Just the starting area, this looks so much better. This is probably the one I'm most proud of. Styled like an ancient temple in the middle of a forest. But going through this one, so you jump over a bunch of broken pillars, like just off to the side, like there's just like a random like ritual area for no reason. And I'm pretty proud of this one too, because if we fly out, like there's trees around it here, but when you're down here, like I tried to make sure that you cannot like see through. Like it's so thick of, like it's so thick of trees. Jump down the little tunnel, go through, and it's the exact same layout as the original. Like remember that area that went right by it? It's still there. The waterfall on the edge of the temple. Look at how much better this is. The lighting is so nice. There's a little bridge this time. You don't have to swim through it, except if you want to try to jump on all the lily pads. But the waterfall does still come off to the edge there. But there's another one right here. Like you literally just look at this when you run by. There's no point for this to be here, but it looks so damn nice. Like I remember one of my favorite things to build in Minecraft was just like really natural stuff, like nature, like just having bushes and being able to place tall grass specifically where I want to make it look the best. Like all the nice vines coming off the edge here, like that was not there in the original one. Inside the temple, much different from the original, yet familiar. So I remember with this one right here, so it's actually one layer above this one right here, like compared to this one. Like when you come in, like you're gonna have to end up like going over the little waterfall section. I remember I actually messed this up because you were supposed to start here and then come up, and then you can go off the waterfall, and then you would go down. But I must have forgot like which way I was facing. I mean, because they're like pretty symmetrical, like without like all the details and stuff. So I ended up accidentally doing that on this side, and I was just like, oh, it's a little bit late now. So it was intentional. This is one of my favorite parts of it, the completely dark forest. So this time you can't jump over no fences here. Yeah, same idea. You go through the tree, it's still there. And remember the little soul sand cut that was right there that really sucked? You can climb the vine now, cut above here and jump down. Dugout mud area, which I mean, like I really like this visual sort of storytelling because I don't know, it kind of tells a story of like, what is this temple for? Like, I don't know, why is all this stuff here? Like, why was there dugout mud here with a chest in the middle? Like, I don't know. It's just kind of cool. In the last of the remix, we have Crocodile Cove, baby. The thing that's different from the original is that this isn't a swim race. Like, this is a boat race. You're going to take the boats through, especially with it being much bigger. But yeah, the idea for this one is that it's supposed to be like a tropical resort. I don't know if the original was going for like a real crocodile or like going through it or something, but like I tried to make it like this is like a theme park, so it's like a fake one. So yeah, you take your boat, like little like theme park areas or whatever, like say to go underneath the rock structure. And I really like this right here, the sewer. It's got a little crocodile pointing down. Like this is definitely inspired by like Mario Kart, like the big like pictures of the characters like pointing to go through stuff. Sorry. Alright, going through the sewer is a lot different, a lot bigger to accommodate for the boats. They go through this time where the split is, the big volcano. It's like, oh my god, is there a real volcano? Go behind it. Nope, it's just a theme park attraction. I don't know if it's sucking up magma blocks. I don't know why. I don't know if it's doing that. It's like, that's not actual like steam at the top. Silly. It's campfires. Of course. The really cool thing about this, the magma blocks are at the bottom. So since they like emit bubbles, the boat would rock when you go through it. So I don't know, it makes it like a water rapids section. But yeah, and then we're at the crocodile here. Looks much better from the original one. The longer snout, scales on the back, bigger body. It's also darker. I don't know, it just looks a lot better. Yeah, so the idea for this is just supposed to be like a theme park attraction that you would like take like a little boat through. Still got the intestine just like the original, but this time like there are actual like little vents there, so like it's leaning into the idea that this is just a ride. And you come out and you have to go around the little buoys. And look at that, a thank you sign. Aww. How sweet. Yeah, because I wasn't going to make words out of big blocks or whatever, so the square symbols on the signs had to do the trick. And I think they did, they pop. A bunch of details like a volleyball net. There's all these little houses. Like right here, like it looks like there's meat being cooked. There's turtle eggs on the edge here. Villagers out in the water. Hello. And just little islands on the outside. Like this one is honestly one of my favorites too. Like a lot of these are my favorites. I'm actually just like proud of a lot of them. I think they look good. I don't know. I was like kind of young when I made these, so I don't know. I'm surprised. Like imagine if I made a track now. Like it'd probably be pretty freaking crazy. Now that we've looked at the remakes of the original Minecraft Kart, let's take a look at the brand new ones. Introducing the track that almost made me quit. Frantic Farms. Now this one looks really crazy, and it was. Like this one was not organized at all. Like it has an idea going for it, but there's just like so much crap. It's so long. Like I'm not happy with this one for the most part. And like this one definitely almost didn't get finished. I think it was mostly like the birch trees like along the edge, because I had to build up a little hill and everything like to make it like look slightly good. I mean, I still think this one turned out alright. Starting off here, so the idea for this one is just you go through like a farm. That's really crazy and frantic. Hence the name, Frantic Farms. And so go through the little horse stables, pig pen, use soul sand to slow down like mud. I don't know why there's mud pillars with like candles on them. But yeah, like it's so much more like advanced compared to the first track. The chicken coop. Now on the Switch, this would make me lag bad. It's like there's probably like 12 chickens. Yeah, jump over the hay. There's a little, it's just like it's so cluttered. This one is bad. There's a little shortcut here. You can go over the mud, giant mud section. It's a honey area. I do like these details like of the open barn and the tractor. And look, if you follow the trail, like the 3-block wide trail, like just like the tractor, and you follow it, like it looks like the crops have been ran over by it. I think I made that tractor myself, but this tractor right here was definitely, yeah, compare it to like everything else in this map right here, like this tractor looks pretty good. This is followed off a tutorial. Then you go inside the big barn, and it's a parkour section. So I think if you were actually doing this, like these parkour sections would definitely like make it feel a lot more sluggish. Like this isn't necessarily like a race. Like a racetrack like this, it's like more flat or whatever. Like you have your glide sections or whatever. Like I don't know. I feel like this is like completely like unrelated. So I kind of regret doing that. But you make it to the top. You come out here. Don't jump off. If you do, there is a section made so you can go back around. Go up the steps here. You have to do more to get back, and then try it all again. Which, if I was racing on this, I would be pissed. But you come up here, you drop down, and we got a glide section again. Yep, there's more to this one. You would think that would be it, but no. You glide out of the barn onto the target, and there's more. And look, a maze. If you didn't think this racetrack was bad, yeah, now it is. There's a maze. If you go like specific way, you can come out the top or whatever, but like it's such a mess. You come out of the maze, parkour, go in between the colored wool and the colored sheaves, you jump off the edge there, and then boom, you're done. Like, oh my god, it's such a pain. Like it's so cluttered. This is like making me mad. I'm getting angry at this. Like just looking at this, like compared to like all the other ones, this is the worst out of them all. And like you might be looking at this like, dang, like this is good. No, I hate this. Got the farm area in between. I mean, I think this looks alright. I would like to remake this one and not make it so shitty. But yeah, we got more details again, like there's a truck delivering TNT to a farm. Why would a farm need explosives? I don't know. But still, like, oh, it's being delivered by the TNT Factory. Oh, there's a racetrack like that. So, I don't know. I just like that little interconnectivity of the world. Speaking of TNT Factory, this is also one that I'm really proud of. The TNT Factory. Look at that, it's even decked out with banners that say Dirt Cup. Fancy. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a big facility or whatever. Look at that, it's pretty big. We can fly out above. There's no roof, don't worry. No one was gonna see this. Yeah, the idea with this one is like there's the front area, or whatever. Go inside the actual factory. You go on the outside, like this one, like this section right here, like with the cranes and stuff, like that's inspired by Toad's factory from the Wii. Then you'll end up coming back out, and there's a big shipping boat, like with crates and everything, in another giant crane. We can take a look at this real quick. You got a parking lot with some crappy little looking cars, but I made those on my own. Give me some credit. And go past like this building right here, the inside of the factory. Oh, how this is grand. This is like where they let you in. You can actually step on the plates. And so like, look, this is like sand. Like, I don't know. Like it's supposed to be like blocks of gunpowder or something. I know it's gravel, but yeah, they go through, and out comes the TNT. Now you can actually jump over these, and come out here through the secret window. And there's actually like a really long tunnel that you can come out. You can go all the way down there, and it like drops you down like way ahead. I don't even know if it's faster. It's probably not. Yeah, here we got the cranes right outside Crocodile Cove. You can see it out there in the distance. But yeah, the red candles are supposed to be like sticks of dynamite. Yeah, and these are like, it's moving the TNT around, I guess. I don't know why there's a lone villager out there. Are you okay, buddy? Too bad this wasn't the Xandurr meat maker. You go back inside it again. And now, I like this little detail. There's creepers inside of cages with hoppers underneath them. And if you open them, it's like they're harvesting the gunpowder from them. I don't know. I just think that's a sweet little detail. A little bit of a funny detail, some may say. Yeah, don't go out here. That's just a dead end. I don't even know why I put that there. You come out here, a giant thing. Now, there's two gliding sections here. You can pick to go right here, or you can go here. If you go up the higher spot, you can go inside of the crane, come out on top of it, and just skip the whole boat and just go off. Which I'm thinking, like, why wouldn't you do that? That's definitely quicker. Or you come off right here, and you have to go around the maze of the giant shipping boat. Or there's workers on it. And they're also loading it right here. Yeah, there's like at least 5 different paths you can take on this. I'm not gonna show them all because they're like all the same. But the idea is like you just end up getting around here. This is the front of the boat. They're driving it. And you come off the end of it, and then you're at the end. A little detail I forgot to mention, there's these giant signs of like tracks from the dirt cups, like this is Frantic Farms. It's, I don't know, it's going for like pixel art or something, I don't know, it doesn't look that good. This is supposed to be Minecraft Circuit. It's like completely unrecognizable. Out here on the edge we have Waterfall Way, which is the one we're going to be looking at next, which is arguably the best track. And then we have a big sign for TNT Factory. Yeah, I don't even remember how long this one took. It's probably mostly like these walls that I had to make just to make everything look like natural somewhat. But yeah, I mean, this one was pretty crazy to make. I'm really surprised that this one got done. But what I'm even more surprised about is how this one over here got done, which we're going to take a look at right now. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. The crown jewel of Minecraft Kart. Waterfall Way. So you start off here in this big open chasm filled with vines. There's actually 2 sets of finish lines because there are 2 multiple routes. But starting off here in this big lonely cave, you can see a little hole with 2 little birdies peeping through. The cave looks kind of boring, yeah, whatever. But up here in the rafters, when we come down and we're coming out here, oh my gosh, look at this. I am really excited to show this one off. This is Waterfall Way, baby. I remember this one taking absolutely forever. Because like it's not even like all this like detail and crap. Like, look at this, it's the terraforming and the tall stone walls. Like, remember the last video with my Cascade Kingdom, I talked about building tall granite walls to achieve your dreams? Well, I did that here, and this took forever. And I wanted to put like patterns of like different kinds of stones in here. Like, that was not happening. But look at this right here. Wall. Right next to it. Wall. Tall walls. Wall by wall. Can you imagine me like watching YouTube and just building walls? Like this had to have taken like hours. Like just terraforming it to make it like look as natural as I can. Like this is a super flat world. This was built from nothing. This entire environment. But yes, you start off on the top and you glide off here, go past all the hot air balloons. Which speaking of, I made this hot air balloon design by myself. I remember, like, I think this looks really good. I do, I really do. But as you land here, you're supposed to land here on this peak. Even though it looks like there's a bunch of stuff, but no, it's really just for decoration. You come off here, you drop down into the water pool, come out, and then you enter the fishing village. we got some docks along here and this big giant open lake with the grand waterfall in the middle. Yeah, but you jump the logs, and here we have the fishing village, which I remember this took like so long to decorate and just get right. But remember, you're supposed to race through this, so there's actually like 5 different routes. So it does tell you that you can go left or right here. So I mean, if we start off left, can't get through the gate, but you actually go inside. But yeah, you run through the house and you come out here. Oh yeah, and same thing, like I don't remember what the one we looked at was, but you can't jump over these. I did use barrier blocks to block it off, but it's supposed to be like you can't jump over all that stuff. So you come out here, and you weave in and out of the town. I don't know, I was trying to get the idea that this was a really bustling village, which I mean, I think I got that right. And you just weave in and out of everything. So there's some little shortcuts you can take if you're smart. And these 3 spots indicated with torches, jump over them, and then you're out. And then when you do that, you're about like halfway done with the track. This one is huge. And looking at the other alternate routes, so you can either go like down the alley here, or you can go inside. If you go inside, you can choose to break out the window, which actually this would be quicker if you like do this perfectly. So yeah, you can break out the window and then climb up there, and then you're out in the weaving section. Or you can come up the steps, turn around, go over the banner, come down through the house, and you can go out the window here, and you don't even have to go through all that junk. Or if you just go down the alley, it might be a little bit longer. You know, those are the routes just for this section. So like I don't know, like this is just I feel like if someone actually played on this, it would be really hard to navigate, but it's whatever. I think it was worth it. It looks nice. Another thing with like the interconnectivity of everything, like if you look down here, you can see like a pipe or something all the way down there at the end. Like that's an idea that this is connected to the Minecraft circuit, like from the very beginning. Or not the very beginning. Like it's connected to the Minecraft circuit at the beginning of Minecraft Kart 2. Like you gotta know your Minecraft Kart like knowledge and lore and timeline. Yeah, but this one here, this is like a little weaving loop, but you can go over the chopped tree chunk, which is actually, that's a little hard. It's a 4-block gap. Then we got 2 different routes again. You can either jump up these tree chunks and climb up the ladder, or you can be normal and go all the way across or whatever. So if you do that, you have to go through a giant mud puddle. So this right here, there's a landed hot air balloon. And then you go through, and then you're down here, so you don't actually get to go up there again. You have to hop on the lily pads to go all the way around. Then you go all the way through here and meet these beautiful villagers at the dock. Or, if you're feeling ballsy, you can go up the ladder, go through this little crevice in the mountain here, and you can glide out, glide on top of this balloon, and then glide onto there. And this section actually takes you to a ladder, brings you all the way up, a little bit of running and jumping behind the waterfall. You can come out here, loop up the spiral, then you're back up where you originally were. So that's supposed to be a bit of like a trade-off, like do you just go the seemingly quicker way and just like skip all the climbing and crap and just go under the water and through here? Or do you be a little risky and fly, then climb all the way up, and then make this flying section across this entire straightaway quicker? So that's just like a little thought put into that. Oh wow, take a moment just to admire this. It's beautiful, isn't it? I don't even know how long this took. Of Minecraft Bedrock on the Nintendo Switch, I will say this. I have like over 800 hours on it. It's like I didn't even like really play survival, I just built shit like this. It's like some little details. Got a second waterfall here. Idea is just like going through the forest. Got a Steve on the top of the peak here. Like this house here, like you don't go up this house, but like I made like a little house here, a little campfire. It's like someone's living up here. And if you come over here, like kind of connects like a stairway, like I don't know, like just everything's connected. It's weird. Like another waterfall here, like a little trail that just leads here, but like you don't go there during the race. It's literally just there for atmosphere. Yeah, I like all the salmon and the villagers and boats all out in the middle. All the plants and greenery. Yeah, down here, lots of lanterns to light up everything. I just really like this track. There's so much detail and like little things to look at. It's amazing, honestly. This is the one I am most proud of. Probably my favorite one. And here's another thing. So like up here, like it's the shape of a goat head up there. So that was supposed to be like that Great Goat Mountain track from earlier. So that was supposed to be like, this is a waterfall that connects to that. So like when you're down here, it looks like it's far away, I guess. That never ended up happening. So now that we've looked at arguably the best track in the Minecraft Kart experience, why not just stick around and see the rest of them? We've already come this far. Now we're in the Poppy Cup and we're starting off with Reef Raceway. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Detail-wise and like just everything around, this one isn't finished, but it's functionally, like completely functionally, it's all done. So for this one, it's supposed to be like an underwater coral reef, but everything's made out of concrete, so it's just really colorful. So yeah, you come through the giant section, a bunch of seaweed. This right here, this looks really out of place, but the idea with this one, so it's supposed to be surrounded by light blue concrete, so it's like it's underwater. And then above, there was going to be glass that kind of like looked like waves, and there would be like a fishing boat like right above here with the anchor connected. So I don't know, I wish that this one would have been finished. It's just the walls. Like, doing Waterfall Way, like those walls, like it probably drained all my energy. But yeah, this one's definitely like a racetrack. You got the stands there. Coming through, there's a loop. Loop around. This loop's pretty nice. You can actually hop on the bubbles here for a little shortcut. Everyone write this down, it'll be on the Minecraft Kart test. I really like this right here, the big giant turtle you go on the back, kind of inspired by like Finding Nemo. And all the baby ones are following above, and they're going inside of this like dark tunnel. Oh, and I really like this effect on the ground. There's like 3 layers of glass, so it's supposed to look like different layers of darkness. Then you come up here, like just like, ooh, I remember, there's supposed to be a sunken ship here, but I never got around to that. So that's like the only obstacle that's missing. Then you loop around here, and you come into the treasure chest. Bunch of loot in here. And you come out and hop on the bubbles. Blue, you know what that means. Right up here. You just jump over these and you run around, and that's it. I really like this one. I wish that I ended up finishing it, but we can't always have what we want. I think this is one of the ones that like looks the best. Like even though like it's so, oh look at this, we got little SpongeBob. Like I don't know, this is definitely one of my favorites if it would have been done. Like I just think this one looks the best, even though like it's artificial. I don't know. I lied. Okay, I said that we already saw like the best Minecraft Kart track, but I lied. Because the real best one is Steve Bridge. You thought Waterfall Way was detailed? Steve Bridge is like the goddamn Mona Lisa. I don't even know which way you're supposed to start. I think you go this way. But yeah, literally you just loop around. I don't know. It's supposed to look like just, I don't know, Golden Gate Bridge or whatever. Got these little barriers that come up. You can try to cut through these drip leaves, but it's hard. See, like the drain there, it's like trying to be connected to the world. Yeah, just jump over these barriers when they pop up. You loop up and around. And that's it. I think the layout's cool, like going under the bridge. Like it's just so symmetrical. Look at that, it's beautiful. Yeah, I think the terrain like is really nice. Like I think this looks kind of natural. Like it's just like trying to be, I don't know, like weird hills or whatever, but I don't know, just like the rocks and the beehives everywhere and the mobs. Like, I don't know, something about it's really peaceful. Now we're at the final track that was actually finished, Mole Minery. This one's like a really dark atmosphere, kind of underground. Like it's kind of inspired by Choco Mountain from Mario Kart, if you've ever heard of it, the small indie game Mario Kart. But yeah, it's just like a bunch of interconnected tunnels. You go around here. It's kind of like an abandoned mine shaft. It's like you literally just go around. You can see the outside from this one. You loop around, you go through this small tunnel. There's a gliding section, you come out here. You can see the crappy ocean or whatever, but you can look up here, like, I don't know, like the tunnels are like everywhere. Like this is like a mining tunnel, if you couldn't get the idea before. And you literally just loop around and that's it. It's kind of boring, but I like the layout and the theming of it. Like down here, like I just like completely like connected these tunnels for no reason. Like you can actually go through these. Like this one actually led outside. A good amount of these are just dead ends, like yeah, like right there, just to make it look good. I mean, when you're playing, like you wouldn't actually be able to see that there. Like it looks like it just goes through. Yeah, it's all about atmosphere. Then looking at this one from above, yeah, kind of what you would expect. I don't know, I liked how this one turned out, even though like it's not like the most crazy one. But yeah, honestly, I like this one. Alright, those were all the finished Minecraft Kart tracks. There's one, I think there's one more that I could show that I never ended up finishing, which is Midnight Mall. See, it doesn't even have a button on it. We're gonna have to fly over there the old-fashioned way. Yeah, it looks like that these are all like really close to each other, but in reality, the render distance on the Switch was just so bad it really made it look like they were really like independent from each other. Alright, this right here is supposed to be Midnight Mall, which it was gonna be at midnight, like there was gonna be glass above. Yeah, I got escalators right here, like you literally just go through here. There's like a food court area. This is gonna be like a big like exit or whatever, like you could see like a parking lot from here. And then you would turn here and actually go through the food court restaurants. It's like this was probably supposed to be like a McDonald's or something. Like fryers, grills. Like, I'm actually surprised at how good this looks. This Subway, I want to say Subway. Probably like bread and cookies there. This, I don't know based on the color scheme. This, I don't know either. Blue and red, maybe Taco Bell or something. I don't know, but you would just run through the restaurants, like you can jump over stuff. These are just supposed to be like hallways, like in the back rooms. No, not that back rooms. Like the back rooms are like a mall, like employees only. I don't remember exactly, but I do remember I went like a big jungle gym. Yeah, it'd be a jungle gym here that you had to go through, and then you would come up on the balcony. You would glide off into not the sunset. The full moon. Yeah, this one definitely was based on like Coconut Mall, but it never got finished, which is kind of sad. This one would have been cool. So yeah, those were my old Minecraft Kart maps. I think it's really fun just to see all the details and effort that I put into these, and just like my old worlds, like this has been shown to like probably 2 people. But I don't know, now that I'm putting it out there, more people can see just like what I did. I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. I just like making stuff. So yeah, make sure you, I don't know, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button, and go watch another video. You can go watch the last one if you haven't, or you can give my other stuff a try. So dear viewer, thank you for watching.
Look, it's
xandurr.